Hello, it's John, your movie madman, and I'm back again. I've got another unboxing for you today. I will be doing a review on probably all three of these as well. It's a trilogy, if you couldn't work that out, but I'll attach that on after I've done the unboxing, obviously, because you know, who wants to see 4 videos about the same thing, which is Back to the Future. It's pretty cool. Sounds like there's a loose disc in there already. That's good, isn't it? Gonna open this. Just got this in the post, so that's quite exciting. Take that plastic off. This is good actually, because there's little dividers in there that separates them. Oh, look at that. That's the first one. It's got the title on it. It's not got that thing on it that leaves your fingerprints all over it either. Look at that. That's pretty cool. That's the front. These all go together as well. It's got discs in there. And there's pictures inside as well. Got number 2 as well. It's going to go like that. That's pretty exciting, isn't it? Oh, there's your loose disc that I knew I had. Look at that. That's exciting, isn't it? Yes, it is. And then I've got 3 as well. Goes like that. That's pretty cool. So if you put them all, if I put them all here, all 3 of them next to each other, that's pretty cool. If you look inside the box there, there's little dividers. Stops the metal rubbing against each other. And there's the back as well. So you can see the back there, that's pretty cool. Quite happy with that. £62 on eBay as well. So that's pretty good considering it's a Steelbook box. The Steelbook boxes are usually more expensive than that. So it's really heavy. That's what the back looks like. I don't know if I showed you that. Yeah, I'll watch them over the next couple of days, and I'll stick those reviews after this, which for you will be a couple of seconds. So a bit of time travelling for you guys too. Brilliant if you wait there. So, deep review today. I've got notes, so I might look down, but don't let that bother you. Like, I'm still here. I've not gone anywhere. Still in front of the camera. Alright. Gonna start at the beginning of this film. It's really good. 4K wise. Goodbye. I don't mean goodbye, I mean it was a good buy. Like good money spending. You know what I mean. Yeah. Alright. When you look around Doc's house at the beginning of the film, that looks pretty good. Einstein's dog food looks pretty disgusting. I've never not wanted to eat dog food in my entire life. When you see Marty's amp at the beginning, that looks pretty cool. It's quite detailed. You can actually see how dirty it is, I noticed. And his guitar was a really nice yellow. It wasn't red, but it was a really nice yellow, so that stuck out quite a bit as well. Marty is wearing a nice red shirt though, so it's all good. It's all good. I noticed some graffiti on a bin outside the school, which I'd never noticed before. I'm guessing it was probably there before, but you know, I was looking out for extra details this time round, so I did notice that. Bit of graffiti, naughty children writing on bins is a bit naughty. I noticed that Mr. Strickland has got an extremely wrinkly neck. I think they did that on purpose to make him look older, because then when you see him later, he hasn't got a wrinkly neck. So they did that quite well, actually. There's a lot of things where they make people look older at the beginning and then they look younger later on, because obviously he goes to the past. Marty goes to the past by accident. I noticed the picture didn't feel particularly grainy at all, so I was quite happy with that. It was a nice clean image. Very little grain present there, which is pretty good considering it was made in 1985. I noticed there were parts where there's some shots where there's trees and there's really bright green on some of the trees, and then in the background some of the other trees weren't as green. I don't know if that was on purpose, but I did notice that as well. I definitely picked up on that because I I wrote it down. When Marty's having dinner with his family, there's popping colours all over the place. So there's a lot of popping in there. Almost feel like you're making popcorn, but with colours, not with seeds, obviously. But yeah, that was really good considering it was an 80s movie. There was a lot of stuff that really stuck out there. I remember the cake of Uncle Joey being freed from prison. I remember the colours on that really were like, woo, that's really cool. Moving on a little bit, I noticed the DeLorean looked really good in the dark, and the CGI of the DeLorean disappearing, that was done really well as well. That didn't look bad. It actually looked like the car disappeared, so they did a good job with that. Well done, congratulations. And the fire as well, I remember the fire looked pretty amazing too, so thumbs up with the fire. And then when the car gets back, you can tell that the car looks like it's covered in ice. I mean, it's probably not ice, but it looks like ice, so they did well with making the car look like it was covered with ice. Well done, good one. When you see a close-up of Doc's face at the beginning, you can see that they've made him look a little bit older. Not in a bad way, in a good way. Like, you can see those wrinkles, you can see that they've done a good job with the makeup, and the specialness that they did to his face there was pretty good, so that was quite impressive. And then we go back to 1955. Colours all over the place in 1955. I mean, to be fair, it felt like it lit up better in 1955 than it did in 1985, so that was quite interesting. I did notice a lot of red, so I was quite happy with that, and there's greens and blues literally everywhere. And you're just like, whoa, what are you doing to my eyes? Oh, literally like that. That's what you're like when you watch it. You're just like, woo, woo, and you just can't believe your eyes, and your eyes are like, I'm not lying, this is what you're seeing. I noticed Billy Zane in the background as well. Billy Zane plays one of Biff's buddies. I don't know how many people know that. Probably quite a few people know that actually, but you'd see Billy Zane in there. Like if you watch the second one, you see a little Elijah Wood playing the video game in Back to the Future 2. When he's in the future, you see Elijah Wood playing a video game. So that's quite funny. Look out for that next time you watch Back to the Future Part 2. Compared to how he looked at the beginning, George McFly looks really young. I mean, obviously the actor was younger, but they did well at making him look older. And Lorraine, all of them, like, if they meant to look older, they did well at making them look older. Or they did really well at making them look younger. It depends how you look at it. The mind-reading machine that Doc's wearing when he first meets Marty in 1955, that looks pretty cool. There's loads of detail in there that I've never noticed before, so thumbs up to that. That was also around the time that I noticed that the wrinkles on Mr. Strickland's neck had gone. So, unlike my neck that's all old and wrinkly because I'm really old, apparently. The Enchantment Under the Sea poster was like the bluest blue I've ever seen in my life. It kind of made me starting to prefer blue to red. No, that's not true. I'll take that back. When Marty dresses up as an extraterrestrial and goes to visit George at his house, he's got like a really, really, really yellow suit on, which is really yellow, which is really good because it's like nighttime as well, and the yellow's like bounces out at you there, so that was pretty good. Just before Biff starts chasing Marty in his car, when Marty accidentally invents the skateboard, you see a close-up of Biff's face that looks pretty good as well. It was like they did a good job of that. Well, I say that, it was a close-up of someone's face, but I noticed, alright, so you'll notice as well when you watch it in 4K. The manure truck that Biff crashes into is very pooey. It's very brown. Yeah, and he gets it in his mouth. Ugh. Yeah, but yeah, they did. That was very brown. I always find it quite funny that they shout the word shit as they crash into a truck full of it. I think they probably did that on purpose, but I found it funny. I laughed out loud. I noticed a lot all the way through the film that there's loads of really green grass. I mean, they did well at getting that green out there. Green, blue and red. Obviously, I noticed the red. But they were the three colours that really, like, bang you. Wait a minute, that sounds a bit... They looked amazing. It's probably a better way to put that. There's a close-up of George as he gets his fist ready to hit someone. That was a good moment there. You get to see Marty playing a really nice red guitar at the end. I noticed that. That was a nice red. And although it's quite obvious that it's not Michael J. Fox singing that song, but we'll forgive it. It's an 80s movie. It's not a musical, so I'm sure I'll get over it. I did get over it quite quickly, actually. I noticed that the lampposts looked pretty cool. I don't know why I noticed the lampposts, but when he's got the wire going across that the car has to, I noticed the lampposts. I don't know why I noticed the lampposts. I wrote them down though, so they must have been important. The lightning lights up the sky as well. I thought that was quite interesting, the lightning, actually, because when you see it in the sky lights up in like this really nice white. And then when you see the reflection of the lightning on anything else, it's this really deep blue. I don't know if that was done on purpose, but that was a good moment for me. That touched my heart. It did make me think when Doc was joining the wires back together, did he just get struck by lightning? But, you know, he gets up and he's fine. He just had his hair sticking up, like they do in most old films when people get electrocuted. It makes their hair stick up, allegedly. I know static electricity does that, but I don't know if an actual electricity would do that. I don't know, I've never electrocuted myself, so sorry. I did notice towards the end of the film that the car park at the beginning of the film is a lot further away from town, and then at the end of the film the car park's next to town. I don't know if that was a continuity error or if they were trying to say that something had changed, I don't know. That's probably a continuity error, to be fair, but I thought I'd point that out because I love a bit of continuity errors. That Jeep that Marty looks at the end as well, that was a really nice black, I thought. And then Doc's got that really nice yellow jacket over the red shirt at the end. That looks really good as well. And like the car taking off. You know, all in all, I think the best way to put it was, it's a very, very good upgrade. If you've got it on Blu-ray and you think, oh, does it look any better in 4K? Yes, it does. Much better in 4K. Definitely worth that extra upgrade. So I'd say it's definitely worth getting. I tried to go into a bit more detail with that one. I didn't want to. I did skip a lot of my notes because I just felt like I was just saying, oh look, there's something in the film and that looked really good. There's another bit in the film and that looked really good. So I don't know how some of these deep reviews are going to go. Maybe some of them will be better than others. I don't know what you thought of that. If you give it a like, that'd be nice, even if you didn't like it. If you could subscribe to my channel, that'd be nice as well, even if you don't like me. That'd be very nice. So thank you for all the support I've had so far. Whoever those 7 people are that keep liking my videos, you're really nice. But yeah, that'll be it for today. I'll be back with another video soon. Do enjoy the rest of your next couple of days until you see my next video. And that'll be it. Yep. That's it.